الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى وعلى آله وأصحابه وللصدق والصفا. أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى في محكم كتابه العظيم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل يا أهل الكتاب لا تغلوا في دينكم غير الحق ولا تتبعوا أهواء قوم قد ضلوا من قبل وأضلوا كثيرا وضلوا عن سواء السبيل. وقال عز وجل في محكم كتابه العظيم في شأن حبيبه مخبرا وآمرا قولا كريما. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا وكريمنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين صلاة وسلاما عليك يا سيدي يا حبيبي يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا رحمة للعالمين. Honorable, respected, revered ulama kiram, my respected elders, dear brothers, mothers, sisters, contemporary youth, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. All praises are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, cherisher and sustainer of the worlds, and choicest blessings and salutations upon Nabi Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. First and foremost, may we take the opportunity of presenting our sincerest thanks, our gratitude in the mighty court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He, out of His fadl, out of His bounties, out of His grace and mercies, has granted us this opportunity to be present here during these auspicious moments of Jum'atul Mubarak. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the barakah, the blessings. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the true meaning of the hidden moments of Jum'atul Mubarak. May Allah accept from us our ibadat. May Allah accept from us our humble, small and minute little deeds. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us, multiply the rewards of that and reward us abundantly in this world and even in the hereafter. There are many topical issues that we could perhaps relate with. If I begin to just list some of the names, then indeed we will find that it is too wide a spread, and selection does become and does pose somewhat a problem. Whether it is ranging from the most recent being the State of the Nation address of the President of the country and certain issues that emerge from there, or be it topical issues such as the coronavirus and an Islamic perspective to that, or be it the situation that our children face in schools from the recent issue that was held, I think if my memory serves me correctly, on the 23rd of January, where there was a meeting held right here in Pretoria, and the rolling out of the curriculum and an aspect of the curriculum which is termed as CSE, and its rollout in schools. In other words, basically the comprehensive sex education in schools and an Islamic perspective as far as that is concerned. And again there we will look at an aspect which culminates in the form of haya, modesty, shamefulness and the perspective given to that by Islam. And again, if you look at this day as it is celebrated all over the world, and the celebration in the name of Valentine and the ills and evils that come with it, and how some of us unknowingly and others perhaps knowingly go out and promote this. And sometimes in our weaknesses we as parents are not vigilant enough to ward off some of these evils and these difficulties. And surely we will understand as parents and some of us as grandparents that we live in a world today that is far different and much more different from the time when we grew up as children. And the challenges that our children and grandchildren face today are certainly not the challenges that we faced as growing up children or even in our youth. Situation was such that if you did not attend madrasa, then the muallim or even the maulana would find you or find your parents. And if not so, then the next day he was at school and he would make an inquiry from you or from your parents as to why were you not in madrasa yesterday? And there's a complete change and a complete twist in that way today. If a parent has to visit the madrasa and will say that don't be aloof of the fact that the fees that we pay contributes to your salary. So attitudes have certainly changed. Respect, honor, dignity, maqam of adab, maqam of respect, the position of respect has re-altered itself and has somewhat disappeared from our lives. If we want to face facts and we want to take reality into consideration, then the aspect of haya that is slowly but surely departing from us. And Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam has said that every deen, every religion has an identity, has a source of recognition. And the identity of deen al-Islam is haya, is modesty, is shamefulness. That is the identity of deen al-Islam. Yet when we look around us in the society in which you and I live today, then if I may say that Statistics South Africa has it on record that 8 to 10% of registered births in this country, the births that have been registered in this country last year, emerged from those people or the mothers of those children whose births have been registered. Almost 10% of those registered births are of mothers whose ages are ranging between 10 and 14 years of age. And to be precise, teenage pregnancies in this country, according to Stats South Africa, last year alone was 3,261. What about those that had gone into willing abortion or did not even declare it or have aborted, etc., etc.? So we can safely say that modesty, which is a corner element of our deen, which is the core, it's not uncommon today to find people speak of slogans. It's my choice how I live my life. It's my body and I can do with it what I want to. And something which was always considered naturally, which was naturally considered to be evil, to be harmful, to not be wholesome in any way whatsoever, is today being considered as a norm in society. Therefore, we find people today that will even look at the day of Valentine and they will say, what is wrong with it? And they will give it an Arabic translation and say it is Yawmul Hub, a day of love. So it's fine if we celebrate a day of love. So there's no prohibition in that. As a Muslim, one should be an embodiment of love, a pinnacle of love. Love should flow from us. Our every organ, every limb, every portion, every ore, every tissue of our body needs to ooze out love. But for where and for what? When we look at a book entitled, the title of the book is Hearts, Cupids and Red Roses, authored by a non-Muslim, Edna Bar, printed in New York, printed by Seabury Press, states very clearly that the author records that there was a legend by the name of Valentine, and it's legend, and he secretly opposed the emperor of the time, who was Claudius II. And the reason this emperor opposed this Valentine, who was a priest, some said he was a bishop, later on he was declared a saint, but whatever his status, whatever his first position from the clergy was, be that as it may, but he opposed him simply for the reason that this clergyman would marry the bachelors. He would get them married, and it was the opinion of the emperor of the time that because he got them married and there were lesser bachelors that were going to the battlefield, and those that were married naturally had their minds and their hearts back home and not on the battlefield. And as a result, they were not consistent in their affairs and their warding of the enemies on the battlefield. And subsequent to this Valentine was prosecuted, he was jailed, and in the year 270 Christian era, he was executed. And this execution of his apparently coincided on the eve of the ceremony of Lupercalia. Luper in Latin means wolf. It was a celebration that they would have, and others have it recorded that it was a celebration that used to actually take place at the end of winter. And the celebration was all about that during winter they put upon themselves garments upon garments. In other words, as they wore a dress, and as the winter increased, the severity of the cold increased, they put on another garment, and they put on another garment, and they put on another garment, and in the winter months they did not bath. So at the dawn of spring, they would take out the layers of clothes that they had worn throughout the season, and they would get to a riverside, or they would get to a lake, or they would get to a dam, and then they would have this communal bathing ceremony. And at the end of this, what would actually happen is that women would be able to draw lots. Names would be written on pieces of paper, put into a container, and lots would be drawn. And then this woman would have what they term the good fortune of having someone from the opposite sex to be their partner, either for the day or either for up to the next Lupercalia ceremony, which was 1 year, and then they would determine if marriage was necessary or befitting between the two of them, and so on and so forth. So subsequent to this, we can understand that in order to mark an event on the calendar, they came out with these issues, the cupids and the hearts and the red roses and the flowers and everything else, just like in Christmas they have the Santa Claus, the reindeer, and they tell children that Santa Claus will be delivering your present on Christmas Day. What a lie! Where parents themselves will go out and do the purchases of that and know full well that what they want, and then tell the child, you make a wish, and whatever your wish is, Santa Claus will deliver that. When the child is fast asleep, they go and take it, put the present out near the front door and depict a scenario. But Islam does not give us this ideology, because even as far as that is concerned, Quran clearly says to us, La'natullahi ala al-kadhibin, that the curse and the wrath of Allah upon those that speak lies. So we can see from here that if it is an aspect of love, how do you translate a love by way of a flower, by way of a heart-shaped object? For Quran clearly says to us, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. Those who believe are the strongest in their love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What supersedes any and every kind of love is the love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the Quran clearly says for us that قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهِ. If you are desirous of showing and having your love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَاتَّبِعُونِي, then obedience to Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam is of utmost importance. Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam is clearly mentioned, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده وولده والناس أجمعين. That none of you can become a true believer, a believer in the true sense of the word, until and unless you not profess, but you do have love in yourself which exceeds every other love, be it the love of your parents or be it the love of your children. Love for Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam needs to exceed and supersede all other love in your heart. So Quran says to us, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam said, لَا يُؤْمِنُ أَحَدُكُمْ حَتَّى أَكُونَ أَحَبَّ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ أَهْلِهِ وَمَالِهِ. Until your love is more greater for me than whatever you possess, whatever your wealth is and whatever your family is. And Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam gives us a guarantee. And the guarantee Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam gives us, that he says, one who loves me, man ahabbani kana ma'iya fil jannah, he will find his place with me in Jannah. And when I said at the beginning that Islam teaches us love for everything, we hear often the Khatib on the Yawm al-Jum'ah says to us, an aspect of the ayat, وَإِيتَاءِ ذِي الْقُرْبَى. And that is where you need to take care of those, your associate, your family, your kith and kin. Is there not an aspect of love? Love for brotherhood. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. So from here we are able to understand that that is not love which has its foundation and has its basis on that which is immodest, which is immoral, which has lewdness, which has lust in it. And Quran says and speaks about shahawat. زُيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ حُبُّ الشَّهَوَاتِ مِنَ النِّسَاءِ وَالْبَنِينَ وَالْقَنَاطِيرِ الْمُقَنطَرَةِ مِنَ الذَّهَبِ وَالْفِضَّةِ وَالْخَيْلِ الْمُصَوَّمَةِ وَالْأَنْعَامِ وَالْحَرْثِ ذَلِكَ مَتَاعُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَاللَّهُ عِنْدَهُ حُسْنُ الْمَآبِ. Beautified for the people is the love of the lust of women and children, and heaped up wealth, not just little wealth, but heaped up wealth. Gold, silver, up to fine branded horses have been mentioned here. Cattle and crops have been mentioned in this ayah of the Holy Quran. They are all the provisions of the worldly life. And it is Allah with whom that is the best of all. Recorded for us. For our references, we can visit Surah Al Imran, verse 14. The Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam as the pinnacle of haya. And Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam said, as I mentioned earlier, that the identity, every deen has an identity. And the identity of deen al-Islam is haya, modesty. And we can understand from here, if I go into the definition of haya on its own, then surely we will require something else. But Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam had tremendous amount of love. Who would be able to teach us haya more than Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam? More than Sayyidah Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu anha, Mu'mineen, mother of the believers. Salams and millions tribute to Sayyidah Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam had so much of love for her that sometimes he would address her by a nickname and he would call her, "Oh Umaira," the one that has or the possessor of red rosy cheeks. Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam would give her that, and Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam would have his blessed head, his head Mubarak in the lap of Sayyidah Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha, and wahi would come, revelation would come upon Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. But Sayyidah Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha demonstrates haya and demonstrates modesty, shamefulness, and she says that when Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam made parda from this dunya, and when he departed from this mundane world, then I would enter into his chamber, the burial chamber of Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. She said, I would go with an ordinary scarf on my head. I would enter the chamber because he's my husband. And when my father was granted permission to rest in the same chamber, I would exercise the same. I would go in there with an ordinary scarf. But when Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu entered into the same chamber, and when he was buried in that chamber, then haya depicted for me, haya demanded for me. It was the cornerstone of haya that I never entered in that chamber until I was fully veiled and fully covered, because Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu was there. Haya demonstrated by Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam is to such an extent that Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is seated on an occasion, and the cloth, the covering of a portion of his scarf was visible. Sayyidina Abu Bakr entered into the room. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam didn't alter his position. Sayyidina Umar came, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam didn't alter his position. Sayyidina Usman radiallahu ta'ala anhu entered. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam repositioned himself, covered the exposed portion of his scarf. They asked him, Ya Rasulullah, what happened? He says, and today also, we know and we understand, even the khutbah of today's age refer to Sayyidina Usman al-Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu as kamil al-haya wal-iman. Because haya and iman are integrated, they are intertwined. If one departs you, if haya leaves you, your iman begins to leave you. If your iman departs from you, then haya departs from you. And today we say we are depicting our love, we are showing our love by way of giving somebody a red rose, and we say it's a Valentine's Day or it is Yawmul Hub. Then what about promoting relationships between mahram and ghair mahram? How is that allowed? Is the rule of mahram and ghair mahram only and only applicable when we go for umrah and go for hajj? The time is here for us to revisit our situation. My dear brothers and respected elders, I've surpassed my time already. We have to revisit our situation. There are many issues that we are faced with in this world, and that we need not succumb to that which is given to us by the West. We need not bow down to that which is given to us by other nations, by other cultures. We need to look at the standard of haya and the standard of morality as given to us by Islam. And if we begin to practice that, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will rise us to the loftiness that we once held in life, and we ruled over the world. That loftiness has disappeared. The question is, each and every one of us, first and foremost, need to look within us, and then we need to look at others around us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
प्रिटोरिया अर्शे बरी पर आफताब तारों में मिसले महताब कुछ इस तरह लगने लगा दारुल